So last three videos we have learned about light, the basic concepts of light. So let us move on to a new topic called electric current. Dear students, you are going to learn introduction, definition of electric current, conductors, insulators, semiconductors and effects of electric current. Introduction. Dear student, everything that takes up space and has mass is called what? Matter. A matter is made up of atoms. It has a center called a nucleus. And nucleus contain protons and neutrons. And they are called nucleons. Protons are positively charged particles and neutrons do not have any charge. They are neutrals. Electrons are negatively charged particles which revolve around the nucleus. When these electrons are lost from an atom, they will become free and movement of these free electrons constitute an electric current. You can observe in this picture. So, atom contain a nucleus, center. So, center contain nucleons. You can see a blue and red color. So they are nucleons, that is neutron and protons. Protons are positively charged and neutrons are neutral. They don't have any charge. And electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a different orbit. They are a negatively charged particle. Right? So what is this electricity? It is also one of the form of what? Energy, like heat and light. Then how do we get this electricity in India? In India, we get electricity mainly from three power stations. First one, hydropower station, where water energy gets converted into electrical energy. Next, thermal power station, where heat energy gets converted into electrical energy. And nuclear power station, where nuclear energy gets converted into electrical energy. Then how do we define electric current? Electric current is defined as amount of charge flowing through a particular area in a unit time, or rate of flow of electric charge is called electric current. So this free movement of electrons constitute an current, I said. When these electrons are flowing through a conductor in a particular area in a unit time, so we call it as electric current. Then what are conductors? The conductors are the materials that allow electricity to flow through them easily, are called conductors. Example, copper, gold, iron, silver, etc. You can observe here the gold, iron, silver and copper. These are conductors which allow electricity to flow through them. Then what are insulators? Materials that do not allow electricity to flow through them are called insulators. Examples for insulators are plastic, wood, glass, etc. So you can observe here the rubber, wood, plastic, these are insulators which does not allow electricity to flow through them. Next, semiconductors. Semiconductors are material whose conductivity falls between that of conductors and an insulators. That is nothing but semiconductors are neither conductors nor insulators whose conductivity property lies between a conductors and insulators. Examples for semiconductors are germanium and silicon. You can observe here, this is a germanium and this is silicon, which is an example for semiconductor. Now let us move on effects of electric current. So heating effect, magnetic effect and chemical effect. So what is heating effect of electric current? When current flows through a conductor, heat energy is generated in the conductor. This phenomena is called heating effect of electric current. Heating effect of electric current depends on resistance of a conductor. Higher the resistance, higher is the heat produced. When current flows through a conductor, any conductor you take, example. So when current flows through the conductor, the heat energy is generated in that conductor. This phenomena we call it as heating effect of electric current. The how much heat produced in the conductor depends on what the resistance of a conductor. So higher will be the resistance, higher the heat produced. So what is this resistance means? It is opposition to the flow of a charge. What is current? It is rate of flow of charge, I said. So resistance is opposition to this flow of charge. We call it as resistance. Each material is having what? Resistance, which opposes the flow of charge. So here heat energy which is developed in a conductor depends on resistance of that conductor. As the resistance of that conductor increases, the heat produced in that conductor will also increases. One more factor is it depends on electric current also, heat produced in the conductor. So electric current flowing through that conductor increases, the heat produced in that conductor will also increases. So you can see in the circuit diagram, so there is a cell and switch and there is a nichrome coil. These all three are connected in series. When switch on, the current flows through the circuit and even current flows through the nichrome coil. After a few minutes, the nichrome coils get heated. So this circuit explain about heating effect of electric current. That is, when current flowing through a nichrome coil, which is a conductor, the heat is produced in that nichrome coil. So examples for heating effect of electric current. So these are the few devices which work on heating effect of electric current. Electric fuse, electric iron, room heater and electric bulb. Next, chemical effect of electric current. The passage of an electric current through a conducting liquid normally causes a chemical reactions and the resulting effect of this reaction are known as chemical effect of current. You can observe, dear student, here there is a cell and bulb, switch and there is a conducting liquid. Here we have taken copper sulfate. When switch is on, the current flows through the circuit and even through a conducting liquid, that is copper sulfate. Due to the electric current, the copper sulfate which contain copper and sulfate ions get displaced. So this effect we call it as chemical effect of electric current. So one more example that is which work on a chemical effect of electric current is electroplating. Is also one of the effect of electric current. Electroplating is a chemical process using which a metal is coated with a layer of another desired metal. Electroplating is done to make the metals shiny. Electroplating is done over the articles made of iron to make the iron shiny and to prevent iron from getting rusted. So you can see examples here. Wheel rims, handles of cycle are made shiny by the method of electroplating. Next, magnetic effect of electric current. A current flowing in a wire produces a magnetic field around it. Magnetic effect of current was discovered by Oersted, found that wire carrying a current was able to deflect a magnetic needle. So here when current flowing through that conductor, the conductor will behave like a magnet. So this phenomena we call it as magnetic effect of electric current. So this was first observed by Oersted. He found that wire carrying current was able to deflect a magnetic needle. You can see here in the picture there is a bulb and here is a battery and compass needle. When switch on, the current flows through the conductor, and when current start flowing through the conductor, compass starts showing the deflection. So when compass shows a deflection, when there is a magnetic field around the compass. So this shows that electric current can produce a magnetic field. So this phenomena we call it as magnetic effect of electric current. So electric bell. So this electric bell work on principle of magnetic effect of electric current. I hope, dear students, you have understood what are the concept I have explained, that is what is electric current and what are the effects of electric currents and conductors, insulators and semiconductors. So based on these concepts, here is a worksheet. The worksheet number 5. Answer the following questions. Define electric current. What are conductors? Give 2 examples. What are semiconductors? Give 2 examples. What are insulators? Give 2 examples. What is chemical effect of electric current? What is magnetic effect of electric current? Name 2 electrical appliances which work on heating effect of electric current. Thank you all.